Marjorie Taylor Greene at a campaign event was caught on a recording trashing Trump. Now, this is something that she also does publicly, but that doesn't fit into a title as good. So here is her at, again, a campaign event in front of MAGAs, and they're supporting what she's saying, going, yes, release the Epstein files. And then we'll talk about a different subject in this segment where she's attacking Trump on that has nothing to do with Epstein, in case you're getting Epstein down.
And that is the question, why? We know nothing about the people that hung out with Jeffrey Epstein. We should.
We know a little bit something. I know a little bit something about one of the people.
There are things you have to continue to push for, and you're not wrong to do it. And it doesn't make you a conspiracy theorist. It makes you right to continue to hold your government accountable at all times. But I also want more out of the Department of Justice. I do. I want the list of those names. And I'm not sorry to say that. I think it's the right thing to do to continue to push for accountability.
Well, there we go, huh? But again, she also did say this to Manu Raju.
How big of a blowback is there right now in MAGA world specifically?
It's pretty big, I have to be honest. It's just a red line that it crosses for many people. Jeffrey Epstein is literally the most well-known convicted pedophile in modern-day history. This is something that's been talked about by many people serving in the administration, myself, and many others on the right and the left, of there needing to be transparency of the rich and powerful elites that were in his circle while he was just one of the worst serial abusers of young women. It has been a very serious situation for the administration, and many people are speaking out online. You've seen it. You saw it at Turning Point Student Action Summit this weekend, and a lot of people in MAGA, they really want to know more information about the people that were involved with Jeffrey Epstein, and is there a blackmail list?
How big?
This is a weird time, huh? Earlier in the show, I told you about release the Epstein files, right? Picture us all at protest, release the Epstein files, and then Putin jumped in and went, release the Epstein files, and we were like, what the hell's this guy doing here? And then I'm like, all right, I guess. I mean, once I'm done with this, I'm gonna give him a little. I'm just saying, is that wrong? I'm saying if I were next to him, I would trip with a little hammer. Pow, 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 pow. And I would hammer him to death. Regardless, shut up. I'm brave is the point. Do you get it? Have I been in many fights in my life? No. But would I fight Putin? I'd try. He's shorter than he looks. So, have you seen that photo with him and Obama? I could take him. Come on, let's see. Obama. Why can I not type? Obama, Putin staring. Let's see if we can get this photo. You ready for this? You think I can't take this, bozo? Look at this. Look at this. Indeed, Jaden. Did you? Oh, that was in your mic too. I could take him. So, or I would like, hey, Vladimir. Hey, Papa. Hey, Mushi, I saw you on that horse. You're hot. You're hottie patati. I have this family recipe. What type of food do you think it's gonna be, Jaden?
Beef Wellington?
That's exactly right. It's a beef Wellington. Do you want it? Okay, so bring yourself back. Release the Epstein files. Release the Epstein files. Putin's next to me. I'm making that plan. I'm thinking about how I'm gonna do that. But for the time being, I'm like, all right, keep chanting that. And then Marjorie shows up. Release the Epstein files. Release the Epstein files. And I'm like, why am I? This is getting so weird. This is some weird company. But all right, cool. I'm with you for this. But look out, Vlad. But Marjorie's also upset with Trump over Ukraine. Trump is indicating maybe he's finally, because he's personally offended, not because he actually cares for Ukraine, but because he's personally offended that Putin did what Putin does. And in that way, Trump feels betrayed that Putin didn't end the war. And so Trump is going to support Ukraine supposedly more. And in the next 50 days, he's going to really clamp down on Putin, is his proclamation. And Marjorie is pissed. So now she's back on a different, now the world makes more sense. She's on the wrong side of this.
Many people voted for President Trump for the campaign promise of no more foreign wars, and the United States getting out of involvement and funding. As a matter of fact, everyone should recall the Trump rally in Pickens, South Carolina. I went on the stage just before Lindsey Graham, and I said, no more funding, no more weapons to Ukraine. And the crowd cheered and cheered and cheered. And then following my speech, Lindsey Graham took the stage in his own hometown, in his own home county, in Pickens, South Carolina, and was booed for 6 minutes straight during his speech because he's been the number one supporter of U.S. involvement, funding, and weapons given to Ukraine. And now Lindsey Graham seems to be the voice that, unfortunately, President Trump is listening to. Steve, I had an amendment.
So I was at that rally in Pickens, South Carolina, and Lindsey was booed and Marjorie was cheered. Those two facts are correct. But I don't think you could say Lindsey was booed because of Ukraine. I think he was booed because he's Lindsey Graham. Like, I don't think anyone ever has gone, you know who I love? Lindsey Graham. Like, there's just something about him that I like. I don't think anyone says that. And MAGA doesn't like him either because he seems two-faced because he attacked Trump. What the Trump supporters told me when they left, I asked them and they said it was because Lindsey is two-faced and he attacked Trump and then now he likes Trump and then he flip-flops on things. After January 6th, he went back, enough is enough. And then he went, no, it's not enough. I'm kidding.
Go before the rules come.
Oh, by the way, click the subscribe button. Would ya? Would you? For me? Even if I give Vlad a B. Wellington, will you subscribe for that? What will it take? Somebody in Australia killed somebody with a beef Wellington. That's the reference.
Committee last night, and the Republicans on the Rules Committee voted against my amendment that would stop munitions being sent to Ukraine. And this is a vote that we should absolutely have on the House floor. And it was Republicans that stopped it. And here's my issue, Steve. We have all-time highs of homeless people on our streets. The drug crisis in America is at all-time highs. The mental health crisis in America is at all-time highs. My kids' generation, the 20-year-olds, they can't afford rent. They can't buy a house. They can't afford insurance. They can't afford bills, and they are losing hope for the future in America. This is an America First administration, and the Republican Party was sent a strong mandate in November of 2024 to get...
Think about how sick that is to say we can't support Ukraine because of our problems at home while she is voting to defund social programs at home. Think about that. They always do that. And I've told you before, but we have the best example of it with the quote unquote big beautiful bill, the big ugly bill. I just haven't landed on one that I like. I feel like Chuck Schumer when I go, oh, he calls it the big ugly, big beautiful bill. I call it the big stupid bill. Ha. How about that? But you get the point. It's terrible. And they'll always say, we can't support Ukraine because we have, and then they list real issues, real heartbreak and pain in our country. But then they are the ones who don't want to fund and implement effective programs on homelessness. They are the ones, not always just them. A lot of times Democrats completely mess up that issue too, obviously. They're the ones who don't support the mental health investments. Literally. We've looked at the voting records on that. They're the ones who are ripping away right now healthcare from low-income folks. They're the one taking away food assistance from low-income folks while they're doing tax breaks for wealthy people. So don't tell me we don't have enough money for XYZ while you're giving up tax revenue so that wealthy people can be even wealthier. unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. That's where I'll leave it.